Good morning, y'all. Welcome into a brand new show. It's your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all doing out there, man? Y'all know what the show is called? It is called Conversation, Coffee and Conversations with your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all doing out there? I know a lot of people are asking, where is Kisa? Kisa, let me just say something, man. We love you, number one. And Kisa had another opportunity that came up, and it pays a lot of money. So, of course, we wish her the best. And she always, always tell our friends, if something comes up a lot better, she had to do what she had to go do. But make sure y'all continue to follow my girl Kisa out there, man. And, we started a new show today. So make sure y'all streaming live. You know what I'm saying? What I need y'all to do right now is grab a cup of coffee and let's have a conversation. Because I got a great guest on my show today. And hold on. Y'all ready? Ladies, gentlemen, if y'all at work, y'all need to go grab your coffee because we've been having a conversation. A good conversation with one of my good friends. His name is Daryl Forte. He's in the building. Now, the conversation today is going to be a little bit different than what we usually do. It's going to be a conversation, and we're talking about living life with purpose. Now, this man, he is a co-founder. I ain't going to tell his business, but he got a couple of things that we got going on out there. So when he come onto the show, we're talking about living life with purpose. What is it like in 2025 to be a businessman in Birmingham, Alabama, and doing big things on different stages? So much other stuff. But let's get into this conversation here. Hey, man, how's it going? How y'all doing today? But let's get into it today. If you're in Birmingham, Alabama, it is cold as I don't know what out there. It is freezing. But I'm going to tell y'all this right now, man. My brother called me this morning. Y'all ready to have a conversation with me? Come on in. Sit down. Y'all good? All right. I got a phone call from my brother this morning. And he called me this morning, y'all, and he said, bro. I'm like, what, man? Wake me up this morning, man. They got 10 inches of snow. 10 inches of snow. Down in Louisiana right now, man, they got 10 inches of snow. But here's the thing about it. I want to ask y'all this. If y'all in our chat right now, wherever you're watching this from, if your boss call you and asks you to come to work, if you can, in a couple of hours, are you going? I got to ask y'all this question because some companies, right, ask their workers still to come to work in, the snowstorms, the rainstorms, and all this other good stuff. And I got to ask y'all a question. Would you come to work? Put it in the chat. I want to know, would you actually come to work? Because here's the thing, the way I look at it, America. I am not going to work and wreck my car or do something bad and my insurance goes up trying to get to work to try to help them make a profit on their bottom line when I can just miss one day. I'm saying, do that make sense to y'all? I'm just saying, do that make any sense? Because me personally, I told my brother, I said, bro, what you trying to go for what? Well, they said, well, maybe I said, bro, it ain't gonna nothing happen in a couple hours. Y'all got 10 inches of snow and it's still 23 degrees down there. Sit your behind down, wait it out. Right, what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they can't fire you because you can't get to work. And again, if you get to work, and like I said, if you wreck your car, that company gonna pay for it? They're gonna pay for the increase every month? They're not. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all out anywhere where it's snowing, stay your behind at home, drink coffee with your boy, share the video out there, and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know you may not want to be at home with your wife, you may not want to be at home with your husband, may not want to be at home with the kids, but have a conversation with your boy. Also, in the news, y'all, what do y'all think about what's going on with everything in politics? We got a brand new president, President Donald Trump. We got what you call it? A VD, I think his name is VD Vance. JD Vance. JD Vance is our vice president. I want to make sure I got it right. JD Vance is our president. My producer's in my ear saying, yeah, it's JD Vance. Got it. All right. So it's JD Vance is our new vice president. Are y'all happy? Y'all mad? Y'all upset? Can I ask y'all a question? Were y'all mad and upset when Biden was the president? Were y'all mad and upset when Obama was the president? Were y'all mad and upset when Trump was the president the first time? Were you mad and upset when Clinton was the president? Bush was the president, then Clinton. I'm just asking y'all, so because what I'm saying is at the end of the day, it don't matter who the president is. All y'all just said y'all leaving America. Y'all still here. The only person I know that left actually was Ellen DeGeneres and her mate. But the rest of y'all still sitting up here talking about y'all leaving America when Obama became the president. Y'all still with us. So all I'm saying is to everybody out there, what do you think about some of the executive orders that he's actually done? Y'all happy with him? Y'all mad with him? Did he fulfill everything that y'all needed him to fulfill on the first day? Do y'all think America's going to be in a better? I want to ask y'all this question real talk. And I want to bring my producer in because you know he ain't said a word on this new show. I don't know if you love me or hate me or whatever. But I want to ask y'all a question out there on the chat, right? And everybody been telling me I need to do this super duper ooper cooper chat thing that we may be doing. I don't know what that is, but and they saying we got need to get some kind of membership stuff. So y'all can stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up on the show, man. But so I'll get ready. Gonna be something about you. It's like chat on steroids. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna be having that also going on. But what do y'all think about the new president that's coming in? Are y'all ready for this? And this also I heard. Nephew, is he there? Nephew, are you there? Nephew.
Stop it. God, dog.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Man, Lord.
What's up, man?
What you doing? I see you over there
just,
sipping on coffee. I ain't get mine yet.
Well, you ain't gonna get no coffee, but I wanted to ask this question, right? To you, right? While we here at Filter Coffee Parlor right downtown on the south side. Do you think America's be in a better place or a worse place in the next 4 years?
Can I be honest?
It's coffee and conversations with me, so we're just having a conversation with America.
No, I've got you. I mean, I like this lie. I lie to America.
You do that on the Joe Lockett show. We don't lie on this show.
I do.
We're not going to talk to you. Cut your mic, sir. Cut your mic.
No. You asked me a question. I'm gonna answer. Be honest with you. Thank you. I really don't care. I don't care.
Okay, so a lot of people like you, right, are saying this, and I'm gonna say this to y'all. There are a lot of people saying they're not watching the news right now because who's in office, right?
I've been not watching news, but I do agree. Some of the ones is just now starting to not watch news, conveniently because who you like didn't get in.
Exactly, because who's the president, right? And
weird stance, but I take it.
And this is the way I look at it, right? You see how people react to one person or the other person. And in America, let me ask y'all this, right? Do it really gets us anywhere when you stop participating in the process? Does it help us when Biden was in office, you stop watching the news because it was Biden? Does it help you when Trump is in office, you're going to stop watching it because it's Trump? Is that helping us in the next election process? I don't think we are. I don't think we're in a place where we should be doing that in this country. I think we should be trying to find ways to work with whoever is in the office, right? And I think, and I talked about this on my other show, the Joe Lockett show. A lot of people are catching heat for going over and hanging out with Trump or talking with the president. I want y'all to go in the chat and let me know this here real quickly. Do you think that if you're not for the president, should you actually go to the office and try to work with the president of the United States, or should you sit on the sideline for 4 years? If you're a business that did not agree with Trump, you didn't vote for Trump, should you sit on the sideline for 4 years as a business owner and not talk to the man?
Is he paying me?
Wait it out.
Is he paying me?
It may not pay you, but it may hurt you if you don't figure out what's going on and try to,
if he's not paying me, I'm not going.
You're not going? But if he paid you?
If you pay me, I'll take that check.
Well, y'all let me know in the chat. Would you, if you had a chance, you had a business, right? Would you go talk to President Donald Trump if you was allowed to go talk to him? Would you go to the White House? Because I see we're really big about talking about celebrities when they go there and they go do certain things. Why are you talking to him? So I'm gonna ask you, would you go if your business is on the line, right? He's passing laws that may affect you, and you had the chance to sit down and talk with President Trump or talk to somebody in his cabinet. Would you sit down with the president of the United States and have a conversation, or would you sit at home and sit on the sideline for 4 years and wait it out? See, it's really easy. Real talk, y'all. It's really easy for us to get on social media and be a keyboard warrior. But in reality, what do we actually do when the shoe is in our hand, when we have to actually go do something? What is it then that who are you as an American? Who are you as a person? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10. I'm not gonna say 9, because more people say, but I'm gonna say 7. Y'all going to the White House. They ain't gonna tell nobody, nephew. They're gonna try to keep it secret, but they going. Because at the end of the day, bro, what I've learned about this country, it's about greed. It ain't about, anything else. People are going to go what's best for them on their bottom line that's going to take care of their family. I promise most of y'all are going to sit there and y'all sitting there, I ain't going. Man, unless your company be going out of business and you think, and the president can go out there and pass a bill that will grant you the money and send grant money to you. Because I'm going to tell you how I know all of y'all, most of y'all are sellouts. Because some of y'all voted for Trump hoping. Some of y'all voted for Trump because y'all want to get a $1,000 stimulus check. Facts. I know people. Don't be looking at me like that. Stop it. I see you right there. Don't be looking at me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of y'all voted for Trump just to get us $1,000 stimmy. That's it. And some of y'all voted for him because I know this. Y'all ready for this? Because y'all want him to go ahead and relieve y'all credit. I mean, not credit, but college fund thing that y'all had, right?
Then he turned that down.
Huh?
Then he turned it down.
He turned it down, but they want him to go out there and they want him to, when anything financial, right? People gonna roll with him on it, right? They're like, well, if he's gonna do that, I'll vote for him. Well, I mean, you can be both. Anyway, those are some of the things that's out there in the news and with the conversations here on the Joe Lockett Show. But you got a lot of things out there that's going on, y'all. So make sure, number one, y'all stay warm. Number two, be kind to each other out there. Slow it down a little bit. Be able to have conversations because we got 4 years of President Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to wish our president the best because he's the president of the United States. And would I go? Someone just asked me, would I go speak to Donald Trump? Yes, I would. If it's something dealing with the country, something dealing with the community, if it's just a photo op, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. See, that's the thing for me. What kind of conversation we're having? Because if I'm in a place and he just want to get a photo out with me, just say he took a picture with a black guy, right? And we like, and I have my black friend Joe, and now I'm not going. But if I think that it's actually going to be something where it's going to be beneficial,
so great, he's so great, such a great man,
exactly,
best man,
right,
the best.
Now, if it's that kind of thing, right, I would actually really have to sit down and see how I can make sure, if it's a photo op, how the opportunity is going to work for me, because that's what Trump does, right? He's a guy that actually, at the end of the day, that sits back, right? And he used every opportunity. He sells shoes, right? Gold shoes to go out there and sell to people, right? Play on it, and people go buy it. So if I can get his name and play off his name and use his name and his brand and his office and his platform to promote what I'm doing, I probably would. Yeah, for sure. That's what he does. That's how he became the president of the United States. Last but not least, I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna leave it here right now. Y'all know he got the popular vote in the United States of America, and he won electoral college vote. Popular vote don't matter, but that says a lot about this country. He was popular, and a lot of people voted for him. It just wasn't white people. All right, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this show. On this show coming up next, the conversation today is going to be about living life with a purpose, and I have a young man on the show that I want to bring onto the show today. And my guest today is the one and only Daryl Forte. Morning, sir. How's it going?
Good. How you doing today?
Good. You enjoying the show so far?
Pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's a good conversation.
Welcome to the show, man. You're my first guest on our new show.
Hey, man, I feel special. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Man, we went out and we really wanted to be a little bit different than what the Keith and Joe show was. Love that show. Keith has moved on some other things. And when I started this show, I was like, I want to have conversations like over coffee. Most of the time we're in the barbershop having conversations. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sitting out. You remember back in the day, you'd be out there with the barrel of fire when it's cold. Everybody trying to sing a song. You know what I'm saying? They're having a conversation. Since when you had two black men to sit down and have a conversation over some coffee?
Rare.
I think it's one of the first times. But we're here at the Filter Coffee Parlor, man, which is a really nice location. What you think about the location? Like our spot?
I love the spot. I can make your coffee. It's good.
Man, ain't it? Man, the owner, Jeremy, here is really cool, man. So we really appreciate his staff and everybody to have everything laid out for us here. If you guys see this coffee here, we told them what we wanted. And this is actually real coffee here, y'all, with the steam coming up. Yeah. Thank you, Jeremy, for that. Appreciate that, man. But I want to talk to you today, man. Again, thank you for coming on to the show. Living life with a purpose.
Yes, sir.
Now, you as a man, how old are you, Jeremy?
27.
You're 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said the little barrel stuff. I was like, how old you think he is?
Hey, my folks from the country, so I know a little bit about it.
Well, okay, so you're 27. But what I read about you, right? Being with well, you're a graduate of UAB, the one I do know. So what did you graduate? What's your degree in?
Bachelor of African American Studies. I'm minor in criminal justice.
You did hear what and did where? Slow that down, sir.
I had a bachelor's in African American Studies and minor in criminal justice. I'm gonna be a cop, believe it or not. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to be 12?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You ops. You ops.
Man.
Really? You want to be a cop? Are you still want to be a cop?
Nah, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, you never know. I don't turn on what God got for me. But right now, just focus on helping the community, help my people. That's it.
Okay. Now, you are a co-founder of a huge project that's getting ready to go on, right? I'm gonna go ahead and let you tell the people. You're a co-founder of what now? The
Birmingham Black Male Summit.
Now, a lot of people have not heard of that. Actually, I didn't hear about it, right? I saw the flyer, and I said, well, yeah, because I'm thinking that y'all getting ready to get it started. You're like, no, bro, this has been going on. It's almost sold out.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Dreaming college, like how do we help our people? And I was like, I love to help Black men specifically. That's always been my passion. Be the man that maybe I didn't always have in my life. And I was like, man, I love to do a conference or a summit to get bros together to share ideas, do some workshops, and then we have some action items after we lead a conference to go back into our communities empowered and recharged.
I need to say this, man. A lot of people want to give back. A lot of people want to do, summits and do events and things like that in the community. I see, been around for a long time. I've seen a lot. Why aren't we successful at this?
Not consistent. We do a one-off mentoring program, one day a semester, or maybe once a year or whatever have you, and that's it. We don't see for anybody again, or we're just not consistent with it. For us, we have consistency, monthly programming, mentorship, everything you can find in one centralized location, and we're consistent with it each and every week, each and every month.
So you think why we don't see success with different brands? Because I've seen a lot of smart people out here doing things, but then I look around, they're no longer here. You say consistency. I agree. Let me ask you this. Do you think about what about the funding and the participation and the awareness? Because it's funny to me there that we can find when the club is popping or when a new club pops up, you don't see it on TV, right? I don't get a notification to my phone, but some kind of way we know when the new club pops up. We know when the new strip club pops up, right? How do we know that? How's that pipeline, that communication out there? But when we have things good going on in our community, the communication or the pipeline that's using, it's not there. What are we missing here?
I think it's two things. It's that survivalist mindset. If you're not thriving and you're just trying to survive, you finding things to take your mind off your problems versus trying to find solutions that eradicate your problems. And we're looking for quick fixes. So strip club is a quick fix. Find a beautiful woman, grabbing a drink, doing whatever. You're at the club, you buying drinks, you doing whatever. It's a quick fix. You're enjoying the music, you're enjoying the vibes, the atmosphere.
So we share quick fixes. We don't share problem solving.
We don't share problem solving. So that's where it comes down to. And the funding piece, I mean, again, go back to the consistency piece. For us, funding hasn't always been every single year, but we believe in it, so we do it ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? We truly believe in the vision and the goal. So you got to be consistent, even when nobody else is watching it, and eventually that audience will come.
See, you said something, right? I'm gonna ask you this. Okay. You say believe in it. Now, when you talk to most people when they first start a project or an event, they believe in it, but then they stop it. You say even though it wasn't successful, you kept going with it. I watched something on TikTok, I think TikTok or YouTube early this morning with Master P. And he was talking to a group of young men about their business and music. He was like, when I first started in music, right? He said, I failed many times. He said, there was many times I went back to the project and I was broke. He said, people took my money. He said, because you had to pay to play. Yeah. He said he would go up there and ask them to play a song. And I think it was the song Bowdy Bowdy. Y'all know that song Bowdy Bowdy, right? He said and you may have heard the story before. Master P said he took the song to the DJ one week. He said, man, I got this song. I need you to play on the radio, right? And the man listened to it. He said, I don't like it, right? He said the song was Bowdy Bowdy. He said, come back next Tuesday to bring me another song. Master P said, okay. He came back the next Tuesday, right? And he brought him, he said, what song did you bring me? He said, Bowdy Bowdy, right? He said, man, I told you I'm not playing that song. Yeah. So he said, come back next week and bring me another song. Master P said he came back the next week. He said, man, you got the song for me? Master P said, yeah, I got it. He said, what, man, what's the song? about it.
Don't
Right?
go on.
So the guy told me, he said, I tell you what, I'm gonna play this song.
Mhm.
And when we don't get no response from it, I don't want to see you ever again. Took his money, played the song about it, and the rest is history because people love the song. He said, but what if I didn't believe in that song, right?
Yeah.
And brought him another song,
Yeah.
y'all wouldn't be about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that word believe, and how many people, when we talk about it, we're saying we're having this conversation. Hopefully, it's helping some people out here. How many people do you really believe in your dream to go about it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and being told no? What you got for me? About it. What you got for me? About it. It worked. What makes people want to? I guess this question would be, how do you believe? What is that? Because a lot of people there, they don't have it. Like, I can go to me, right? I have belief. I've been doing radio going on 11 years now. When I was in radio for 10, I've been doing radio podcasting because of podcasting for a year. I was in radio for 10 years. I didn't make a single dime at it. I spent a lot of money because I own my own brand. But it got me on national TV. It got me in national platforms on magazines, right? It got me into places I never would have ever been, but I didn't make any money in it, right? I built a brand, right? And I lost family members, I lost friends, but I kept building. And I'm gonna ask you this here. When I was going through this belief system, when I got out there, I don't know if I was believing, not believing. I just kind of felt like this. I'm too far out to go back because there's nothing back there. So I have to keep going. Because like you get out in the middle of the ocean, right? And then if you go back, I'm going back to what? I didn't have anything, right? Yeah. I didn't put everything here. So I'm either going to be here and, I'm going to figure this thing out. Yeah. To me, that's when your belief kicks in. Tell me what you think.
I mean, that's good. I think passion without discipline and belief is just hopeful wishing at that point. And you got to understand, like, no matter what you're going through, your passion is going to only take you so far. You got to have that belief to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that belief.
Right.
I think that's the purpose part of it. I think if you are easily willing to quit on your passion or your dream, it really was just that. It really wasn't a purpose to attach to it. I think so many people are like, "Oh man, this ain't working." That song, for example, by Master P, let me go drop a new one.
About it.
Or you're selling pizza, and all of a sudden, oh man, people ain't buying it, so let me go switch the wings real quick. Let me go switch to that. Yeah. I think you got to be intentional and say, "Hey, this is my product. I believe it's going to work." And you got to do the data behind it, you got to do the analytics behind it, but you also just got to push it because it's a certain level of blind belief that's attached to it. So I think a lot of times we go back to that surviving mindset. We're just trying to survive. So instantly we find a bit of resistance, or we think people not really rocking with it. We just move on to the very next thing. When it really just taking time and just really just continue to push it and grow it. That's really about.
Wow, if you guys just locking in, man, you're locking into our brand new show right here, streaming live on all platforms. We right here at the Filter Coffee Parlor. Coffee and conversation with your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all doing this morning? The one and only man, Daryl Forte, he's in the building with me this morning, man. We're talking about living life on a purpose. We about it for real. You know what I mean? But I think in 2025 and with this new show, what I really want to do is make sure that we're empowering people. I want to have powerful people on that nobody has ever heard of, but they are actually doing big things, right? That's what this show is going to be about. Bringing in new talent, you know what I'm saying, with people that got dreams and living their dreams. Because what I want people to be able to do, and this show's going to be, we're going to be doing giveaways, we're going to be doing events and stuff like that. But what I want to be able to do with this show is purpose. I want this show to be my gift to the world because God has given me so much. You know what I mean? And we're going to build something here where soon Filter Coffee Parlor is going to be filled with people coming to see the show because of who's going to be on it. And it's going to be people like yourself. You know, going to be other people that we're going to be bringing onto the show. And you're going to have to start getting tickets to get in to come to the show, right? So make sure you guys, if you right now following us, right, get in early. Okay, because if you don't get in early, right, you may not be able to get the VIP stuff that we're gonna be giving away. So if you just first time watching the show, man, do me a favor, go ahead and follow us out there on the show. I also want to talk to you about living your life with a purpose. But I also want to talk to you about this here right now.
Sure.
With the summit that you've been doing. You've been doing this for how long?
It's year number 3 for us.
Year number 3. So how was the first year?
First year, 3 months of planning, harassing people on LinkedIn. We had about 160 people come out. No marketing budget. Just really grinding and pushing it because we believed in it.
Okay. Second year,
had about 200 plus people there. Really want to do some sessions to help our moms too, just not for black men, also the black boys, black moms, and also our adult men as well. I mean, we increased our numbers pretty good and had some national recognized speakers come out and really do some work in Birmingham and bring some people out from out of town as well.
And this year?
This year, I mean, we helping to hit 300 plus. We got, again, some national speakers. People flying out of the country on their own dime just because they want to support the brand and support the movement and come speak or come just hear what we got talking about. So we got some eyes on us.
Wow. Let me ask you this question, man. If people right now still want to get tickets to the event, where do they need to go?
Eventbrite. Just type in Birmingham Black Male Summit or Google 2025 Birmingham Black Male Summit, and they'll be able to get tickets. I mean, they very limited, so we hope to be sold out by next week. That's the goal.
So I think the tickets are what, $25, $35?
$35 for adult men, free for parents and students, young people. So yeah.
Wow, man. I don't know if we can, but I want to make sure I give you a round of applause here on the show, man. I want to give you kudos for you and your partners, man. Actually thinking about this and bringing this. Think about it, man. We haven't heard about it, and you sold over 300 some tickets. That's crazy that you've been able to do that, and you've been funding this all yourself, correctly?
Yes, for the most part, a few sponsors, and we appreciate our sponsors for that, for all their hard work. But we've been really putting in the work and putting in the money and time.
Well, if you want to, man, I know sponsors always like free advertisement, so go ahead and give them a shout out here.
We got a few. UAB Forge Ahead. Shout out to UAB. Proud UAB alum. Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. Intuit. Which is a global company, and a few other sponsors that have helped us throughout the years as well. So we're excited for that.
Hey, man, shout out to your sponsors, man. We thank you guys for actually, believing in someone's dream. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Thank you for staying about it. And I think sometimes, man, people I hope y'all guys better tell about the story, man, because it shows persistence, it shows belief. And I truly believe that if you believe in something, you will achieve it. But this is something I believe and I've learned in life for myself personally, right? And this happened to me recently. When things happen bad to me, I get mad. What about you?
Yeah, I get this.
Right? And I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? Mm-hmm. Now, America, y'all rock with me here. It's a conversation that we have, and I have with my boy Daryl. But this happened to me recently, man. Like something happened to me, and it was like, man, what is this and why did it happen the way it did? And I realized that I was trying to take control of a situation that I had asked him for. And he was actually doing what I needed him to do, but he wasn't doing it like I wanted him to do. I don't know if anybody caught what I just said there, right? Mm-hmm. But when the bad thing happened, it wasn't bad. It was season ending because I had something else that I needed to go do. And so it took me a minute to understand, like, if you're going to reach that goal that you said, what you're doing now ain't going to get you there. Right?
That's good.
And so I had to step back and like, that hurt. Right. Mm-hmm. But if anybody watching this show this morning, having coffee with me this morning, the conversation I'm having with you now is whatever you're going through. Right. And it's not going the way you wanted to, but it's going, and things are either being removed or things are going, taken away. You ask for something different. Right. And for you to get to where you're going, that person, that job, that thing has to be removed from you. It may be your child, it may be your mom, it may be your dad, it may be your cousin, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your wife, but that person needs to be removed away from you, right? So you can go ahead and achieve what you want. Now that hurts.
Hurts, man.
But this is what I have to understand, right? In life, you have to pay to play. Meaning that there's a price that you're going to pay for what you're asking for. Whatever you ask him for, because I believe in God. Okay. I don't know what y'all believe in, but I believe in God. You're going to pay a price, right? Hard work and prayer alone is just not going to get it, right? He gonna take a pound of flesh.
That's good.
You know what I tell people there?
Mhm.
It's just me. Ain't nobody watching this. Bruh, success hurts.
Oh yeah, go ahead, yeah, absolutely. It hurts.
Success hurts,
Yeah.
right? Success is painful.
Mhm.
And for people that want to be successful or whatever you're doing, when you're going to college or whatever, right? You have to understand that there's a level of pain that goes with success.
Mhm.
And you have to be willing to go through it. And I think a lot of people there, they're not willing to tolerate the pain. And I think you find out really how bad do you want that goal that you went into.
Yeah.
Right. And so when I'm sitting here and I'm going through stuff, I know a lot of people are watching our show this morning, going through a lot of different things, right? What is it that you really want?
Mhm.
Living with a purpose, right? When you live with a purpose, you got to figure out what that is. Let me ask you this question. What do you want?
Man, I want a lot of things. Want to support Black men and take this conference all across the country and support them and provide resources and opportunities that they'll never see in those segments. Really want to be able to just be, somebody that can speak to, a subject matter expert on Black male success. Want a thriving and successful family. Want, a nice house, want a nice car, want all the things that most people want, right? And I think, like you said, again, it requires sacrifice.
So what are you willing to give for it?
Everything. That's the truth. I know I'm not going to be here forever.
Wait a minute. What's it? What now?
Willing to give everything for it. We're not going to be here forever. We're here for a short period of time.
Uh-huh.
God gave us maybe 80 years of 90, maybe if we drink our coffee and take our vitamins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why would I not sacrifice everything? This world, according to some science, has been here 10,000 years, 1,000,000 years plus. Only get 80. Why would I not sacrifice everything to ultimately get to where I want to get to? So when I pass away, my grandkids and my great-grandkids can eat off of some of the things I did. Maybe they can live in the house that I bought. Maybe they can, support in other areas. Maybe I set up a scholarship or college fund that other kids and other people can go to college for. Like, why would I not sacrifice my life, my 80 years on this earth to not give back and then give to my family and build that legacy? Why not?
So what you're saying and what I hear you, let me make sure I'm clear what you're saying. You're saying that you feel like you're the chosen one in your family to make the mark and make the legacy for generations to come.
That's good. I mean, I think God put me here for a special time and a special purpose. So I'm chosen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The only male out of all my female cousins. I'm here for a reason. One of few of my male cousins on dad's side didn't go to prison, didn't go to jail. I'm here for a purpose. God put his vision and passion in my heart for a purpose. A business major in college, switched to African American studies for a purpose. Everything I do is for some kind of purpose. So God put me here in the chosen time and place to do something great. And my purpose it's always been beyond me. When God has truly blessed me and I did great things, it's because I was serving a purpose that was greater than me. When I got my biggest blessing, because I was doing some community work that was outside of me. The job I work right now, I got because I was doing work that was greater than me. Not because it just paid all the money in the world, but because I actually took a job that paid less and I got rewarded on the back end. So I truly feel like God chose me to be in a special place and purpose to help my family, to break that generational curses, to a home ownership live life, to see all these things for a purpose. So yes, I feel like I'm chosen. Selected for a reason.
Okay. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm hearing right now. I need to ask this because as you're saying these things, right, I'm thinking, okay, you feel you're chosen, right? I hear the passion in your voice. I know the audience does, right? And I'm sure, and they love that. Now, I want to ask you this: for a person like yourself, 27 years old, with this passion, with this drive, with the blessings that you've had, with the failures that you had, what does a day in Daryl Forte's life look like to achieve this legacy at 27 to 80? Because you're talking about 27, 37, 47, 57, 67. So you're talking about 40 some years, you know what I'm saying? About 50 some years you're talking about you ready to put this thing. So what's a day in the life of Daryl looks like to achieve that passion, that legacy that you're now working on?
I think we talked about it. It's a day of intentionality, right? I think for me, get up first thing in the morning, hit my knees and pray. Like I got to do that level set journal, get my mind right before I do anything. I'm up at 5 a.m. working out because I work a job that's on the East Coast. I had to be on the computer at 7 a.m. So it's even when I don't want to get up, even when it's 19, 20 degrees outside, I still take my butt to the gym. I drive 20 plus minutes to get to the gym that I like to train and working at, right? That's dedication and time.
Right.
That's me not eating what I want to eat all the time. That's dedication. That's being consistent and intentional. It's just get on the job, get off that job, working on the summit from 5 to 10 every night when people don't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's being just intentional about sacrificing some temporary pleasures. I sold my PS5 a few months back. I'm like, hey, taking up too much of my time.
Right.
I'm just really being intentional.
Hold on. So you figured out what was taking up too much time. What happened?
Finally taking up my time. Social media, PS5, trying to be everything to everybody, and realizing that that's not it. I had to be intentional about my day. Similar to the every dollar app I got on my phone when it comes to budgeting, every single time has to have something attached to it. I can't just sit there and just waste it. Now sometimes you have your days we're gonna watch Rush Hour 2 like I did this weekend. Right. Chilling.
Right.
But then there's gonna be some time where, okay, Monday through Friday, I need to be intentional about what my calendar looks like from the time I get up to the time I go to bed.
I like what you said, because we're talking about living with a purpose. And I think one word I want us to take away from this show today is intentional. Yeah. Intentionality, right? You have to be intentional. That's something me hanging around you, right? I realized that I'm focused, but I wasn't as intentional, or I wasn't intentional on what I needed, right? And so being around you, that's one of the words that I definitely get from you, right? What is your intentions? I know what my intentions are, but are you being intentional? Meaning every day, are you driving towards that force? Now we can say you get in the car. Have you ever been in the car and you drive to work and you don't realize how you got there, but you wind up at work?
Yeah.
Right? Because you just it's a routine.
Coast.
Right? But the intention of getting there and what you're doing when you get there is completely different than just winding up at work. And so I think when you're trying to build that legacy, and I'm asking because I could be wrong, doing the things to build the legacy is not going to build a legacy if you're not intentional in putting the things in place to make sure that when you get there, the legacy is going to sustain itself. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? And so I think, okay, you get to work, but a lot of people still broke. So what's the intention when you get to work, when you get the money, what you're going to do with it? The intentions, right? Be intentional. So when you say being intentional, I want people to understand, like, it's not just getting in the gym and getting on the treadmill. No. When you get on the treadmill, how much weight do you want to lose?
That's good. Yeah.
Right? And what are you going to do when you lose it? And the other intentional part you got to do with that, right? How much time do you want to give yourself to get to that point? Yeah. So you can be intentional. I'm gonna go to the gym. Yeah, that's intention. But going to the gym and getting on the treadmill, me and you can talk about this. I don't know about some of y'all, but let's say this. Some of y'all been in the gym, y'all still like y'all look like y'all did last year, 2 years ago. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? God made me what about it because I put it in, but I'm intentional. I know what I want to look like. And I think when we're talking about the word intentions, I think we need to break that down, right, into quadrants. Like every step of what you're doing, it's a 1, 2, 3 step, right? The intentions get there. When you get there, what do you want to do with it? And then do you want to scale that intention? Because I think sometimes we fall short on success of saying that I'm here. Like doing a podcast, right? I got a podcast, I'm set up. Yeah. But what is the intention with the podcast, right? Well, I'm doing a podcast every single day, and why not people? You got to be intentional, right? And so I think loving what you're saying there is the intentions behind what you're doing to build a legacy is really good. Now, the other part I heard you saying is the hard work, the work ethic. What does Daryl Forte do when he get tired?
Man, that's tough. I think what I do when I get tired, I realize I get tired. I be intentional about doing the introspection work. So if I need to take a break and take a nap, I treat myself to that. When I need to go say, hey, man, I enjoyed myself. I worked out this week. I need something to enjoy myself. I go do that, right? I think for me, it's just being intentional, realizing when I am tired, when I am burnt out, and trying to shift my mindset and my perspective, and then maybe shift some of my habits for that day. But I'm still going to be on the course. I think if you're getting burnt out and tired easily, it's because you ain't doing something right. We're all going to have some days where we're like, hey, this ain't my day. And you can tweak that and figure out what that looks like. But if you're tired and burnt out all the time, then you need to tweak something that you're doing on your daily habits. But for me, it's like, okay, today just ain't my day. I can relax. I can rest a little bit because I'm intentional about, hey, I'm going to get right back on it tomorrow. So my discipline don't change just because I'm having a bad day, or my discipline don't change because I fight today in my day. I just notice that, recognize it, and say, okay, cool, let me go back to the playbook, see why I'm like this, and then see what can I do to take this day, take this moment, and recharge, and I'm right back on it the very next day. I got no choice but to be on it.
Wow. If you guys are locked in right now, the one and only Daryl Forte, he's in the building hanging out with your boy. Conference and Conversations right here on Filter Carver Parlor downtown on the south side. You guys want to come in and have a cup of coffee, but if not, go ahead and have a cup of coffee with us at home while we're having this conversation. I want to talk to you about one more thing. Okay. I want to be intentional. Just a tad bit. I'm finna get in your business a little bit there.
No.
Sorry, brother. I gotta get
Hey, wait a minute. Hey.
I'm gonna get in your business a little bit. I gotta get in your business a little bit, man. But you ain't got to answer.
Hey.
Y'all ready for this one? Y'all know me, right? Y'all knew it was gonna be a setup. Y'all knew it just gonna be all. Y'all knew it just gonna be all just serious, right? Y'all knew I was coming with the mess, right? It's Joe Lock. It's what I do, baby.
I'm coming to fix my clothes.
Question for you, man.
All right.
For a man of your stature and caliber, what you've been able to accomplish and do over time, I'm gonna go in phases with this. How was your dating life up through college to get your degree? Were you able to date? Was you able to be successful and be able to graduate, or did you have to drop that off? I would like to know what that look like.
That was good. I think for me, during college, I kind of denied myself a lot. I was working 2-3 jobs. I didn't, take out a whole lot of loans. My folks couldn't pay for school, so I didn't really get a chance to do a whole lot of dating and partying and hanging out. I was just working, grinding, going to class. People thought I was an employee at UAB. Was crazy. How many times I was dressed up going to work across campus doing something. So for me, it was a few of them out there. I enjoyed my time. I was a college student. I ain't gonna say I wasn't, but at the same time, I was just very much so like trying to be on the grind and trying to finish a goal that I didn't get a chance to see a lot of brothers do in my family. So yeah.
So did you at that time where you was grinding and hustling, right? Did you want love, or you just had kind of said, something, I'm gonna put that to the side and put this first?
Oh yeah, every man wants love in a sense, right? But you got to figure out what's your priorities. And that season, my priorities wasn't about love. Or maybe it was about love, but it wasn't about romance in a sense, right? I'm a college student, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest.
My man. Hey, my man. I'm doing my Denzel. My man.
So I was just like, hey, man, I figure out when it gets here, but right now I know what I got to do every single day. Stack my bread, save my money, pay my tuition, go to class, get them grades so I can do scholarship and continue just to push it.
I'm going to dig a little bit in your past, right?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like with the females when they saw that, that guy inspiring? They said, man, he got that passion, he got that drive, I like him. What was that conversation like when you like, bro, I can't go there with you for real?
It was repellent and it was good. I mean, it's serious. Like when you grinding as a man, I don't like the term high value man. I think everybody can be high value if they want to be. So I think that's a jaded thought. But for a man of a certain caliber, a certain thing, right? You need a woman that's not gonna always be like, hey, babe, I want to do date night tonight. We're like, nah, I know I got this meeting. I know I got this. I know I got to travel for work. I know I go to this conference. So it was a repellent for a lot of times because if you were a partner that y'all priorities ain't the same, it's gonna pull you down. You're gonna try to go down to her level, or she's gonna try to rise to your level, and she's gonna be dissatisfied. So for me, it was just like, hey, having a conversation to be like, hey, this is what it is. We can hang out on Saturdays, afternoons after I get off work, but it is what it is. And if she went with it, then it was somebody else who was.
So that's what you said was a repellent, right? It was a turnoff.
Yeah.
But what the crazy part is, and I'm asking you though, because once you get there, right? She's okay now, right?
Yeah.
She's okay with. She wasn't okay with the process, but then once you get there, she's okay with being with you after you done got through it. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's crazy. I think you got to find a woman that with you while you grinding and be okay with that. Again, I'm not every woman's cup of tea. Most women ain't every man's cup.
Man, say that again.
I'm not every woman's cup of tea. Me and I a little bit less selective. So we every woman our cup of tea for the most part in the right place at the right time.
back in the day. Right now, bro. No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I speak for the brothers in their
20s.
Yeah, with college. You know what I'm saying? But I think you just gotta be intentional. I think what we have to explain or try the best to understand between the male and female relationships a lot of time, not all women, because I don't want this to go viral and women go crazy, but a lot of women get
He said it, not me this time, y'all.
A lot of women get their success on the front end, men get ours on the back end. So we have to meet women and, you know what I'm saying, and tell them that.
Say that one more time.
That. Women get a lot of time their success on the front end when they're young, pretty, got the time, can do all this kind of stuff, right? And not saying prettiness is an age, because I've seen some gorgeous 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? It's just that a lot of time women get theirs on the front end. We as men get theirs on the back end. We got to work the bottom level of the intern. Ain't nobody at the bar buying us with free drinks, so we ain't got to spend money. Ain't nobody taking us out to dinner for free. Ain't nobody doing that. We have to.
You know you about to go viral, right?
I hope not.
Nephew, make sure you clip this up. Producer, make sure we clip this up. You about to go viral.
We got to grind. This our eat-ish phase in our 20s.
Because I want this to go viral because I want women. Say that one more time. Your phrase. This is your phrase.
Not all women. A lot of women get their success.
No, don't take it back. Okay, go.
A lot of women get their success. A lot of women get their success on the front end. Men get ours on the back end. So when we get to that 35 plus is when we really start hitting our stride, start knowing who we are as men. We get that old man strength. Like we do all the things. We start getting more higher earning jobs, right? that's when we hit ours. A lot of
Mhm.
times, a lot of us, I could look at my college friends who went to New York and drive. They're young, they grinding. A lot of our brothers, we get ours on the back end. So we have to just have that understanding between us as men and women that that's the thing. And find a woman that's willing to grind with you while you're doing that and will
Wow.
support you throughout those seasons.
Let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
Again, I'm in your business.
Sure.
But this is good. This is good, y'all. Coffee conversation with your boy Joe, like hanging out with the one and only Daryl Forte. A man as yourself that's successful. Life with a purpose, building a legacy. I want to hear from your mouth, right? What is it? I ain't talking about no Dr. Bronze and all these other folks, tonight's conversations, you know what I'm saying? I want to know real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you, as a successful man, without the hyperbole, what are you looking for in a woman?
Well, right now I'm locked down, so I ain't looking for nothing right now. But
Okay, when you were looking for a woman, what were you looking for?
Man, that's good. I think peace. I think I have to fight the world when I go outside the door as a black man, systematically, organizationally on the jobs. I want to be able to come home or share space, even when we're not living together, and just be at peace. I ain't got to argue. We ain't got to do anything. Somebody that can understand my struggles, somebody that's willing enough to take construction and accountability and order and direction. I think that's what a man has to do. And then vice versa, somebody that I love enough that I'm willing to do that as well. I think go back to it when the passion is gone, or maybe the flesh is not leading all the time, is that discipline and that belief that, that's my person, that we working towards something that will get me through the hard times. I think a lot of time we don't date for intentionality and purpose, and hence we don't find those things. For me, it's just, again, peace of mind, somebody can grind with me, somebody that know where I'm trying to go, that can add value to my life, I can add value to theirs. And then two, in those seasons where we both need to take constructive criticism, we're both willing to listen and understand one another. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking while you're talking. What are you busy? You going to the gym 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. You met you on your knees praying before that, right? Then you on the clock on the East Coast doing what you got to go. See, I remember I'm tracking what you're saying, right? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Right? So in that time there, you know where I'm going to go with this. Okay. How did you find her, bro?
Doing what I love. Out in the community.
Okay.
I think a lot of brothers, nothing wrong with it. I'm sure there's some who married their wife when there's at the bars and clubs, but that only gonna get you so far. Find a chick on Instagram, only gonna get you so far. With the great, amazing, whatever you're looking for as a brother, don't want to go viral on this one, the feminine, submissive, whatever you want in a woman. I think if you're trying to find her, she's out doing the very same things that you're doing in certain ways. So when I'm going at 5 a.m. and grinding, working out in the gym, she with me, or I hope she gonna get mad at me saying it, but the chick out dating before her, I met her in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like you find it that way, right? When I'm going praying and going to church, hope that person is by my side when I'm journaling and writing my goals, even when we're not together. After I'm finished journaling, like, hey, this is my intentional time. It's on do not disturb. Unless it's a mercy, text me and call me after this time frame, and find a woman who's willing enough to understand that. I think is important. So that's why I found her I found her during my purpose. I found her while I was on my purpose, and I found her while she was on her purpose too. So
that's good. That's good. Find your man or your mate while you're living your purpose. Damn.
It's good, man.
That's a coffee conversation moment right there, bro. I can take a pause right there. Man, living your purpose and you find your mate. Because, you hear all this stuff, man. And like I said, it's the hyperbole, that you hear people say about high value, low value, high energy, low energy, right? You ain't said none of that. You said, I found the woman that I'm with now that I love and care about, living my purpose, and she understands. Because you don't have to, I guess, you don't have to explain to her. She sees, she understands. Difficult times, right? Y'all both being successful. I'm taking it. When you argue or you disagree, say that word, disagree. What does that look like?
I think it looks like us disagreeing when schedules don't always align. That's the thing about dating somebody on their purpose too. Y'all can be busy, so schedules don't always align. You know what I'm saying? We rescheduling the rain checking dates because other things came up, right? But also being on your purpose and being intentional about y'all having that us time and that being a scared space. So when that boundary ain't always there, I think that's when the arguments come up. I have a rule. I tell any person this: if you do these 3 things, I can only speak for men, I can't speak for women. respect, boundaries, and communication. Those are the only 3 things I ask for.
Say that again.
Respect, boundaries, and communication. You
Mm.
respect me as a man. You build out individual. There's individual boundaries and there's collective boundaries. You build out your individual boundaries, your collective boundaries, and you make those joints known. And then you over communicate instead of under communicating. If you can do those 3 things in a relationship, I think you will settle a lot of your arguments and a lot of your issues.
Boy, you just finna go viral.
Nah.
Boy, you finna go, because the information you're giving, bro,
Yeah.
you're in the midst of it.
Mm,
You're in a relationship.
mm,
You listen to a lot of people, they're not even in relationships.
no.
Right? We got relationship experts out there giving it, expert relationship on hurt,
Mm,
on pain.
mm,
You're talking about right now, and this is why this coffee and conversation is important,
mm,
because I want to meet people in the moment.
Mhm.
Like, what are they doing? How do you do this? How do you get through those tight and tough moments, right? Because I got to ask you this, and I'm not putting any aspersions out there.
Yeah.
Do you think it will come a time where you know it's coming, right?
I know. I heard you. I know.
I think you already know it's coming too, right, America?
Right.
Where work will become more important, your legacy, your drive, or her, vice versa, than y'all relationship that y'all are building. Is that possible?
You're seeing it now. I think most people are waiting to start families a lot later nowadays.
Mhm.
I think people want to travel, see the world, do all these things. A lot of people are saying, hey, I'm focused on work, etc. Right? Because we're in this grind generation or this grind era right now where everybody's on the hustle and grind. That looks good, right?
Right.
A lot of times we take that into account and put that over the needs of our partner, or vice versa. If you're single and you somebody grinding and trying to do all these things, you can build a great business, all well and good. But you putting that as priority, and then you're saying, hey, I can't find nobody. Well, there's a reason why. Everybody needs time and attention. But if you can be skilled enough that you can find that person, maybe inside of your area of expertise, or can do something that matches your drive and your energy, or y'all can come together and complement one another, then I really think that that's where it comes to. But we are seeing it right now. People are choosing corporate life or success over quote unquote family goals. It's weird.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'll be honest with you, right? On Coffees and Conversations, I'm in that weird space now. I'm finding it tough to fight for love in relationships.
Yeah.
It's more easier to do business, right, than to be dedicated and accountable and responsible for someone at my age in life now, right? And I'm saying to myself, I did what you did, right? I put love first. But the balance over the years for me and what I didn't do, what I love what y'all are doing. And I think people really go back and listen to what he said. You found somebody living within your purpose. Me, it wasn't Instagram back then. Well, you know what? I found a woman I liked. I found a woman that looked good to me, and I threw my game out there to her, and she gave me an opportunity, and it grew from there. But our purpose probably wasn't aligned, and maybe that's where I'm pretty sure possibly where I could have made a mistake at, right? And I think now it's like God has blessed me, put me in a place D, and I'm like, do I really want a wife now? I don't know. Single life is good for me. And it's not because I'm out there running around with 1,000 women. It's because I do what I want, when I want, how I want. You said something earlier in the show. Peace of mind, right, is huge for me. When I go home, there's peace. There's not been one argument in my house with a female, right? On the phone or in the house, period. That's important to me. And getting into a relationship, I don't know if I'm ready to be accountable and responsible boyfriend. Not cheating, but just giving it the time. Because once you get to a certain point in life, and I'm asking, tell me what you think about this.
Yeah.
Once you do a certain thing in life, right? You ever seen like you done seen the story before, and you don't want to watch it again?
Yeah.
Right. And I think when you go on a date, it's like the same old movie that you're playing. How you doing? What's your name? Some. And I'm like, I don't want to do that no more. So I do believe that there's somebody out there for me around the world, whatever y'all. If you want to hustle, get in my inbox. Shameful plug. Shameful. But I'm so serious. Conversation. Come on, sit down and talk with your boy. But I think as I'm getting older, I'm beginning to understand me and be okay with Joe Lockett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being able to tell a woman the truth, right? And say, hey, I'm not looking for what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. And one thing I can say, and I'm being honest and honest about this, I learned the more you don't lie to a woman, the more she will give you the time that she has for you, and that's it. And I'm okay with that. So one gift that I want to say for men is this here. You can get everything from a woman if you just tell her the truth. The woman that don't want to give it to you is not going to give it to you. But if a woman gives you something under false pretenses, it's when you got a problem. I've gotten more in my life by telling the truth from women. I didn't know this. Nobody never told me. No OGs never told me that, dog. I have gotten more from women by telling them the truth than when I lied to them. And it's less work. It is less work when you don't lie to women. It is very true when a woman say, let me decide. Tell me the truth and let me decide. Mm-hmm. And you'll be surprised what women decide when you allow them to decide for themselves and you not try to decide for them. I've learned that. Mm-hmm. Real talk. So I tell men out there, man, if you not ready for a relationship, but you like her, she may give you some time. Mm-hmm. And what happens is sometimes, right, doing those conversations, right, you may find out you like her more than you thought that you would, and you may change. I have not changed at this point in this time because when I'm talking to women, I'm just not feeling it right now. But I'm sort of where you're talking about. I'm so close to where I'm about to get to. I got to see that through first. And I know my attention span is not in a relationship. Yeah. The sad part about it for a woman who if she wanted to be with me right now, I don't care about a relationship. It's not that I don't like you. I may not have feelings for you, but I don't care about the relationship. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're here, cool. But if you say, I can't do this no more, okay. So that means I'm not ready to be in a relationship with nobody's daughter. I'm not going to ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to waste a woman's time when I know I feel like that. Even if I like you and you walk away tomorrow, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. That's not a place to be. And I think right now, talking with you, man, make me understand that continue to live my life with my purpose and live your truth, right? And I think people who are watching this show, and if you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys follow us right here. Where can they follow you at?
Birmingham Black Male Summit on Instagram or He Talks Podcast. That's where you can find me.
And when is your summit?
808 20th Street South, UAB Hilton downtown.
I mean, make sure you guys lock it into my man Daryl Forte, and we got to go to get up here on Coffee Conversation. Y'all come on down, man. It's a house full of people down here to fill the coffee parlor. Follow us on the show today, and my producer is telling me something. What you want me to do? Huh? Oh, HR Base. She got her event. Oh, that's right. My cousin has an event coming up here this weekend. Make sure you guys. It is for what is it? The whole event, because it's going to be right upstairs. It's going to be an event where she's going to be doing planning. You know what I'm saying? I think you get the magazines and you
vision board.
Vision board. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a vision board party. Okay. Right here Saturday. Okay. You guys make sure you lock it in. Go do the vision board party right here at Filter Coffee Parlor. If you're in Birmingham, Alabama, get your tickets right now. We're gonna post it out there on our website. Out there on our thing. And make sure y'all go up here. If y'all are in the area, come visit. It's a vision board party going on Saturday right here at Filter Coffee Parlor. My cousin she lives in Dallas. Okay. She's coming here, right, to do the vision board party for people like yourself in Birmingham, Alabama. And I think she had like 20 or something tickets. I think she's like maybe 2 tickets left. Okay. Yeah. She sold out. She sold out quickly, man. So yeah, she did a thing, bro. I'm very proud of her. Right. So her name is Denise. On social media, y'all probably know. We're gonna shout it out. But make sure you guys come here Saturday, and I think it's at 10 o'clock. I think it's at 10. But make sure you guys come out and support my cousin. Support Filter Coffee Parlor. Filter Coffee Parlor is one of our sponsors, as you guys can see here, right? So make sure you guys come out and buy a cup of coffee right here at Filter Coffee Parlor. And y'all stay locked in, man. Every Wednesday, 11 o'clock, y'all going to be able to stream live all over the world and listen to your boy with coffee and conversations with your boy, Joe Lockett. Daryl, I got to say thank you for being my first guest on the show, man.
Appreciate it. I'm honored.
You dropped some gems, dog. You about to go viral.
I hope all good stuff. No hate mail, please.
I don't know. I'm finna boot some of your stuff out there, bro. All right, man. You guys have a great morning. We'll see you guys later and enjoy your cup of coffee.